Hi, welcome to this Lead Finder Local video, and in this video I want to talk to you or explain to you how to use the GMB or the Google My Business plugin. Now just to let you know, it's not a WordPress plugin if you're familiar with WordPress plugins. It's simply an application that you need to download. It's in a zip file. We download it, unzip it, and you just need to run it as it is. So there's no installation required, there's no complexity here. It's fairly straightforward and fairly simple. So on that, I will show you exactly what you need to do. So to get your GMB plugin or your GMB application, you need to go to your original download page. When you purchased Lead Finder Local, you would have gone to this page, and scrolling down here, it says click here for the Google My Business Unclaimed Listing plugins. There's two versions, there's a Mac version and there's a Windows version, so you can use whichever one you want. I've got Windows, so I'm going to use the Windows version. So simply click on here and it will come up. You'll see gmb_verify.zip. It's a zip file and it'll download it. Now by default, it'll just download it. It says save file here. So it download it to my default downloads directory. Now that directory may be different depending on what browser you've got, what your settings are and how things are configured. But basically it will go to your default downloads directory. Now, each browser, this is Firefox, has a different way. There's actually a shortcut to the downloads, which is directed here. I've got GMB Verify Zip downloaded. I think Chrome comes up at the bottom, as does Edge. So each browser might be different and you'll be familiar with your own browser operations, so I'll leave you to that. But either way, it'll end up in your downloads directory or wherever you've put that. So I suggest you take it from your downloads directory and probably copy it into another directory, which is what I've done here. I've just got a GMB directory myself, which I created on the C drive. And there's my GMB Verify that I've just taken from my downloads and dropped into here just for convenience. So I need to unzip it. So I can right click and extract all. If you haven't got an extractor on your computer, you should have, then try 7-zip.org and you can get a free one there. Once unzipped, it should take you to it. This is now, you see it's put it into the GMB, it's in the GMB Verify directory, and there it is. In this particular case, it's GMB Verify 3.3.1.14.exe. It will be a .exe. The version number may be different by the time you see this. Obviously, as time goes on, the version numbers will change. Don't worry about that. You'll have the latest version if you just downloaded that zip file from the page I showed you behind. Next thing you need to do is make it easy for yourself, so you can either take this and create a shortcut and put that somewhere, or what I tend to do is just pin it to the taskbar. So I just click pin to the taskbar. And if I go down the bottom now, you can see I've got my little LFL icon down there, GMB Verify. So it's just now on my taskbar, nice and easy to find. Okay, once I've done that, I can get rid of all that and go back to Lead Finder Local. Now I've opened a project already. Now you can create or open an existing project, it makes no difference, but you do need to build the project before you can add in the Google My Business. Now the reason for that is because the GMB is an add-on, so basically, as I say, it needs to be built first. And if we look in the right hand column here, you can see the Google My Business Verify with a question mark on it, and at the moment if you just look over the icons, it'll just say not run yet. So that means that it hasn't run the GMB discovery process yet. So I'm just going to click my start build, which you should be familiar with by now, and I'm going to let this build through. That's obviously going to take a few seconds while it goes through that, so I'll just cut the build process short for you to save you having to watch a long boring video, and I'll come back in a few seconds. Okay, that's our project completely built now, so as it's filled in the information that it has gathered, and still we see that we have nothing not run yet on the Google My Business column. So what we need to do is to save the project off as you normally would using the sort of cloud down arrow orange icon here. So save to JSON. So I'll just click that, click to generate, click to download, and it's my cat leads GMB test. Okay, that, and it'll download that to my computer. So I can close that off. So what I need to do now is to run the GMB. So I can conveniently go down to my toolbar at the bottom, or my taskbar, click the little icon, little LFL icon on the bottom, and that will open up my Google My Business program. And the first time you run it, you might get some prompts coming up. The Windows Defender Smart Screen prevented an unrecognized app from running. So just go more info and run anyway, and that'll tell it that it needs to be run. If you can't get this running the first time, do check the PDF, which you can find under the guides program, under help and guides. And under there, you'll see a click here to view the Google My Business plugin guide. That'll really explain how to install it and how to make sure it's all running correctly. Let's just go back to the Google My Business Verify LFL3, and it says drag and drop your JSON file here, which you can do that, or you can simply click on this. That pops open my Explorer, so I can navigate through here to find the program I've just downloaded. It should come up by default there if you've done this before. So here's my file, cat leads GMB test JSON. So I simply select that one and open it. And it just checks everything's okay. Send request to Google. And it says, okay, everything's passed. So you can start the build process. So now we build the GMB claims. And again, it'll just take a minute to run through while it counts down. All the businesses, 20 in here at the moment. You'll see this number count down as it checks everything. It's 19 and so on. So I'll just pause that while it's checking through the rest of them. I'll be back in a second. Okay, that's nearly finished now. And of course, you don't have to sit and watch this and wait for it to happen. It'll all run in the background quite happily if you want to get on with some other tasks. And when it's finished, it'll offer you to download the file. And you'll notice that the file is now called the same name, cat leads GMB test, but it's now appended an underscore GMB on the end of the file name. This is so you can obviously reference it to the original file and still keep it different so you can see what's going on. So if I save that file off by clicking that down, again, save to my downloads directory. You can save it to wherever you want, of course. The option is yours. So I just want to save that away so they're all in the same directory. And when that's done, I can get rid of my GMB. And I can go back to Lead Finder Local, and I need to re-import this file. So here's the original project sat in front of me, again with no GMB on the end. But if I go to Project, Import, again, I can drag and drop, or I can just click to select, which I'm going to do. And if I look down here, I should be able to see there's my cat leads GMB test underscore GMB. So that's a new version. So I'm going to select that and open it. And it opens it up for me. So here we are, there's my new version. If I view that one, and now you can see that on the right hand side, we've now got our GMBs checked, and you see thumbs up says it's been claimed, and thumbs down says it's been unclaimed. And you can check that. So I just click the acclaimed one, it will open up a new tab for me, and that will give me the actual Google My Business details, and of course the map where it's all registered and claimed. That's okay. So if we go and look at an unclaimed one, let's try one of the thumbs down one, this one here is Coombs Cattery. And you'll see in this case now it actually opens up on the claim page. So this is an unclaimed one, needs claiming, and it goes straight to the page to enable you to do that. And obviously you need to go through the process with the customer to do that. So there you go, that's how relatively simple it is to grab your Google My Business claimed and unclaimed listings.